Yo yo, what up my beautiful dauwdies, how's everyone doing today? I'm your host Fau, and let's talk about how to build dot characters. So first and foremost, what are DOT characters? DOT stands for damage over time. And damage over time is very cool. I think it's, if you're familiar, Pokemon has this, burn, poison. Over time, they deal damage. It says it in the sentence, of course. Sampo is gonna be our Black Swan for this video, because Black Swan is not out yet. This is going to be the Black Swan. Right now, of course, Realm of the Strange is active, and now it's a perfect time to pre-farm some relics for Black Swan. You cannot pre-farm her traces. Don't forget that, guys. All the Penacony characters 2.0, they're going to have different traces, level up materials and stuff for that. So don't pre-farm those. That's why I think it's a perfect time to talk about relics. I was pre-farming. Let me take you guys with me. So, Black Swan is going to like the DOT set, of course, because this set is made for dot characters. I understand if you're don't like the follow-up set, because this relic set, this relic domain comes with the follow-up one. I get that if you do not have a follow-up character or you did not farm it, it's a bit rough. But the substats are relatively easy to get, right? Because DOT characters do not need crit stats. They don't need crit value at all, right? Because they scale off of attack percentage, which is very nice. It's very free-to-play friendly. That's why Kafka and both Black Swan, I think overall are going to be very good combo because of that, because they're also very free-to-play friendly and easy to build, right? I think both Black Swan and Kafka are just best in slot are going to be the DOT set. And the substats you want to go for are effect hit rate, speed, and attack percentage. Black Swan, from the two, Black Swan really needs effect hit rate. So this character really applies Sacrament, right? Her personal DOT. She is very, very effect hit rate hungry, right? The threshold is going to be 120. Don't forget to like and subscribe. For the headpiece, it's always going to be flat HP, but you're just going to go for speed, attack percentage, and effect hit rate. If you get break effect on these pieces, it's a dub, right? Those 4 stop stats are going to be the best ones. Sadly, I did not get attack percentage, right? So this is like an okay piece, but you know, it's too much break effect. You want more speed and effect hit rate here, and I want attack percentage, right? For the gloves, you always get flat attack. This is a rough one, right? This is a break effect. It has effect hit rate, but then these two, what is this? Defense Swan? Almost 20%. Yeah, that's rough. Body piece, always effect hit rate, right? The more effect the hit rate, the better. So this is the only piece in the entire game that can have the main status effect hit rate. So make sure you get a body piece, effect hit rate on Black Swan. Of course, then speed, attack percentage on it. Boots is going to be speed, of course. DOT characters just like speed a lot, is because the more they attack, the more DOTs they apply. Happy days, right? Of course, every character likes speed in the game because the faster you are, easier the clearing. But it's the same for here. DOT characters are very, very speed hungry. Boots, attack percentage, effect hit rate. These are pretty decent, but it's level 15. So it went all in defense again. Don't look at that, right? Orb is going to be a bit of an interesting story, right? You want Orb is always wind damage boost. But you're going to go for the set Pan Cosmic Commercial and Enterprise. Wow, that's a lot of words, right? And this set is a bit awkward, right? Because this domain is rough, man. Like, if you use your free coins, and yeah. This set fell off so hard. I don't think any character other than Bronya maybe can utilize this, but still, she doesn't care about the crit rate. Like, it's just rough, man. This is like, I think you want to stay away from this, but this is Black Swan's best in slot, right? It gets effect hit rate and attack equal to the effect hit rate. It's really nice. If you're like, nah, man, I'm good, I'm not farming this, I get that. So next best thing will probably be this one. Glameth, and gives you attack percentage, right? And then equal to your speed, you get another damage bonus. Very nice. And of course, if you do not have that, You can always go for space ceiling, attack percentage, and then when you reach a threshold of speed, 120, you get an extra 12. Very simple. Those three are gonna be what you want to go for, and this is the best one, but it's a bit rough. But yeah, if you want to grind it, if you want to go for best, then this is the way to go. Then of course, hello Black Swan. It's Sampo, but it is Black Swan in this video. It's of course going to be wind damage boost on the orb and attack percentage here. Substat, same thing. Effect, hit rate, speed, right? Happy days. Kafka, on the other hand, Kafka's interesting because Kafka also uses the lightning set, but the DOT one is 100% better. It's just, it shreds defense is that much better, right? Kafka wants the same stats. The only difference is that you can go for an attack percentage body piece instead of effect hit rate. Especially when you have both of them on the same team. She just detonates everything, right? And then you just want to do more DOT damage, so attack percent there. For the rest is exactly the same. Of course, this is lightning damage bonus instead of wind. Kafka's best in slot, though. Also attack percentage here, of course. Kafka's best in slot would be... Best in slot is this one. It's also Glameth, right? But I'm just using the other one because I pulled for Kafka when she first released, not the rerun, so this was not out back then and I haven't farmed it since, but this is technically better, especially if you have really fast Kafka. This is like crazy, right? So this is best in slot for Kafka. Of course, this is still okay, just not as impactful as the other one, of course, and the rest is kind of the same. I think it's not really worth it to go for any other pieces. If you really have 6 substats on some other piece, you can get away with it, but generally best in slot, right? And then if you don't have that, you probably have something laying around for this. Now, if we talk about other DOT characters, right? Because this is about Black Swan mainly, and then Kafka if you have her. Those two are going to be good combo. Black Swan standalone is going to be very good as well. If you do not have Kafka, just do Black Swan, Ting Yun, plus Ruan Mei, Sustainer, something like that. It will always be good, right? Quick note though, if you have Ruan Mei on DOT, that is going to be very good for you. He gives them more speed, she's going to be like the best support for DOTs, right? She's literally made for it. She's just the best DOT support in the entire game. She enables both of the DOT characters. She gives both of them damage. She gives both of them speed. They all like that stuff. So that's just a quick note. If you have Ruan Mei, throw it in there. DOT characters really like that. So, Black Swan is gonna go away. Let's talk about Sampo real quick. Sampo, I think I can wrap it up real easy. All the other DOT characters like this set as well. You can go the wind set on Sampo as well, but the DOT sets are just way better. Of course, you would go for a wind damage boost because Sampo is wind damage. And you would go for an attack percentage here. I think Sampo likes effect hit rate as well, because he just wants to apply his thing. So I would go with that. You can also go attack percentage, but then you're a little bit low on the effect hit rate. I prefer effect hit rate on Sampo. Gunaifen is the same thing. You can go fire set on her, right? But you're just going to go for the DOT set on Gunaifen, and you're going to be happy as well. On the orb, you're of course going to go for Gunaifen for fire damage bonus, and the rope, you can go for attack percentage as well. This is like for all DOT characters, right? The only thing that I would say is Luca is an amazing breaker. So the only thing that would be different from all of the DOT characters, Luca applies bleed, right, with his E. But if you break an enemy shield, they also apply their DOT. Luca is such a good breaker. I personally think break Luca is better than the DOT set. So for Luca, I would only recommend just go Thief of the Shooting for break. Go for break effect. And you're going to be good, of course, speed and stuff as well. Physical damage bonus here on the orb. And then break effect on the rope. That's the only thing. If you really like DOT characters, you don't really know how it works. DOT set on everyone. And I would go for break effect Luca. I personally think that is better. But if you really want to go for a bleed Luca, then DOT. You can also go for the physical set on Luca. But I just think Break Luca is gonna give you a lot of value, and yeah, he's a little bit of a special DOT character then, right? That is what I have to say about everything. It is relatively easy. The subsets are, of course, way easier to farm because you don't need crit value. My Black Swan enjoyers, my Black Swan wanters, Kafka is gonna be very good with Black Swan. Don't worry, I think Black Swan is gonna be very good on her own as well. But if you do have the combo, they are gonna like clean house, put in a runway if you have it. Happy days. I hope you learned something about DOT characters. Make sure to get the right subsets on Black Swan when she comes out, and you're gonna have a good time. Quick note for the light cones: if you have Eyes of Prey, of course that is gonna be the best in slot for Black Swan, my free-to-play brothers and sisters. Increases effect hit rate, what you need, and then the dot damage, right? Kafka, it's gonna be the good night and sleep well. For every debuff the target enemy has, the damage dealt by the wearer is increased with 12, stacking up to 3 times. This also applies to Dot. So if everyone in her team applies Dots plus herself, she detonates her thing, she will get very, very good damage off with that. Pre-farm the relics because you can't pre-farm anything else, sadly. Of course, XP and stuff you can, but you know what I mean. Traces, the new tracers from 2.0. Black Swan is going to be very, very easy to build, very free to play friendly. So make sure to pull for her if you find her interesting and you like DOT. She's going to be a great pickup. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. Means the world to me if you could. I love you all and have a wonderful day. Take care. Peace.